Welcome back to another video. My name is Kyle and I suck at budgeting. Today we've got some housekeeping. We have a video that is not on the normal cadence. We got some things to talk about, and then we'll do some budgeting, and then we'll end the video and do other stuff. So I actually had to take notes with all the things I wanted to talk about. So I'm going to be referring to those notes up on that screen over there. So the first thing is for all of my YNAB YouTube people. If you are interested, I have an idea for a little collaboration. And if you want to take part in that collaboration, send me an email. I'll put the email address down here. It's isuckatbudgeting@gmail.com. And send me a link to your channel, just in case you have, some bizarre email address like I love monkey feet 321. I don't know who that is. Like, I need to know, like, whatever your name is. So, yeah, if you could do that, that would be cool. And if you're not interested, that's cool too. There is no limit on the amount of people that can collaborate. So, and there's no time limit either. So, this is going to be a long running thing for me, I think. So if you're interested, but you don't have time to like put into it now, and it's, 3 months, 4 months down the road, like that's perfectly fine. But I have an idea and I would like to include you all in that idea. So that is number one. Number two, I was watching the Budget Nerds podcast this past week when they had the CEO from YNAB on. They were talking about how they've gotten rid of the word budget from YNAB and they're using the word plan. And it got me thinking about my channel. And I thought it was kind of a positive thing. I do enjoy the word plan, and I was thinking about it. I might suck at budgeting, but I'm actually pretty good at planning. So there might be hope for me yet, which is good. All right, next. Change in video cadence. So typically what we do is I'll do a video the day that my first paycheck drops, and then a video at the end of the month. And I'm going to change that a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video on each payday. So it's the 10th or the 25th. It'll come out the day afterwards. And then I'm going to do an end of the month video. So there'll be 3 videos a month as opposed to 2 videos a month. At least that's what I'm going to try and do. I don't know if it's going to work. I hate throwing out videos that don't have content. And I think now with the way my mind is thinking that things are going to change, I think that might be a doable thing and an interesting thing. So expect another video per month. Next, some of you know, if you've been following for a while, that I have a little challenge going with Justin from Real Men Budget. And it's not just a challenge, it's more of a challenge. So the idea was, we were talking about it, in each other's comment sections. Basically, if we did nothing and followed our current plan, our cars would be paid off in the month of July. But if we did some extra work and we came in with some extra income, we would be able to pay it off a little bit earlier. So several months ago, I had agreed to some freelance work. Just so happened that this is the month they both fell on in the same weekend, actually. So I've got some extra money, which we're going to talk about in the budgeting portion of this video. So it looks like the payoff of the Jeep will happen in June as opposed to July. So Justin, I hope you're moving along as well. So if not, I'm going to win. Yay. So that's that. And then month ahead change. We'll talk about that when we do. We'll talk about it now. So one of the reasons for the cadence change is I'm going to do I've been doing a month ahead, like holding category, but now that YNAB's got the little, like, this is how much you budgeted next month, I'm going to start using that. So I'm actually going to start budgeting a month ahead as we go along. And that'll make more sense once the Jeep is paid off, because I'll have more money to put towards that. And I think there's going to be enough to do a video to just do the closeout and still do that sort of stuff. So, and the final thing is with the Jeep being paid off in the next month or so, we're going to have to figure out what to do next. So if you look at my goals, I'll bring up my goals. Can you see them if I do it this way? No, you can't. So let's just hop into YNAB. So here are the goals. So Payoff Jeep is number one. Me, which is keyboard and camp, month ahead, increased Roth contribution, emergency fund. So what I've decided to do a little bit here is kind of change things just a little bit. So the plan still is pay off the Jeep. That's going to happen next month, as we just talked about. Number two is me, the keyboard thing, the camp thing that I've been talking about doing for a while is going to happen. So the Jeep, I'm going to then fully fund the keyboard fund. And then the plan was to increase Roth contribution. What I want to do instead is I want to kind of bulk up some of my emergency funds. So things like vet visits for the dog, like emergency funds for the dogs, like to have $1,000 each for them. Start building up a home maintenance emergency fund type thing, and then start building up a car maintenance type thing as well. So I'm going to build up those for a couple months, and then I'm going to increase the Roth contribution probably in the February, March timeframe is my guess. And then continue to do the emergency fund stuff and kind of get a better game plan. But that's kind of what's happening in the near future. So, all right. Shall we stop talking about nonsense and get into budgeting? Yes, we shall. So, you'll see that I've got a little bit extra money here. Typically, it's because an automated transaction has caused this grief. In this case, no, I've actually got more money. So I did 2 extra things this month. I subbed for my friend in a church and did some rehearsals for her. And I did some graduation pictures for a friend of mine. So it turned out I made an extra $800 this month. So that's going to go towards the Jeep. So, normally we put in $1,200 as an extra payment. This month it's going to be an extra $2,000. So we're going to go here and add $2,000 to that, and I'll schedule that payment probably as soon as I finish this this video. So let's hop into the underfunded and see what we have left. So the $1,200, I'm going to stick that right in the Jeep category. So we're just going to snooze this. And then I need $109.10 for the extra mortgage payment. And we are caught up with our stuff. So we're fully budgeted for the month of May. So we can start assigning money to the next month, which is cool. So that's what we're going to do. So we have $1,366.92 that we need to start thinking about. No, we don't. Wait a second. Yes, we do. Okay. I couldn't remember if I put the full $2,000 in there. I did. Okay, great. Sorry. So we're going to jump into the next month. So typically what we do is we go through and we're going to do the normal $408.75 for there. And then here we've got $35. And then electric, we've got $202. And water, we've got $70. And then internet, we've got $71.25. And then insurance is $131.64. And then mortgage, we're gonna skip. I know I say this every month. Oh, we'll just skip the mortgage; it'll be fine. We're gonna skip it again. And then for old-fashioned word, we're gonna go through and fund half of it in eating out. Ooh, we're not gonna be able to fund all of this. So yeah. Oh, you know why? I forgot. This is a 5-week month. Oh, okay, that's fine. We'll figure this out. Let's go here and we'll let's just do $200 there. Eating out. Let's do gas first. Let's do $150 for gas. and then 98.28 for that. So it's a little bit tight because I haven't gone through, and I mean, we're still in the middle of the month. I mean, I've got what, $210 in eating out still. That's going to be moved over towards next month. Gas is going to be, I don't know, another maybe $100. Probably going to go over with Old Fashioned Word, which is fine. So yeah. So that is budget for the next month done, which is cool. I need to move my head. Let me move my head. Hang on here. So the reason I had a holding category was because I wanted to see this number here at the end of the month, because I have a spreadsheet that I use to kind of track that sort of stuff. But now that I've got this, I'm okay with it. So that's what we're going to do. Earlier in the video, I talked about the emergency fund stuff, and what I want to do, because we've got some time, this didn't take quite as long as I thought it was going to take. I don't think. Yeah, we got some time. Let's do an emergency room kind of emergency room. Goodness. An emergency fund kind of overhaul. So what I want to do is I want to create a new category group. And we're going to call the new category group emergency sinking funds, maybe? I don't know. And then what is it? Is it Windows O? Nope, not Windows O. What's the keyboard shortcut for emojis? I don't remember what it is. I don't know. I wanted to put a sync in there. I can't remember what is it Alto? No, I'll figure out what it is and I'll put a fun emoji there. So emergency sinking funds. I actually put a question mark there. Didn't mean to do that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to move our emergency fund into that. So this is going to go up into here. And then we're going to start going through some of these categories and moving them into that sinking funds category. The reason is, so the way I've got my budget set up, I have my emergency fund on budget. So it's right here. So I'm going to actually transfer money to another account. But the actual emergency fund amount, this number right here that's assigned and available, needs to match what is actually in the account. And it's easier if I have all of those sinking funds in this one account, so I can see the available here, and I can then easily match it up. That's why I'm doing this. So let's just go through and figure out what else needs to go up there. So dog vet is going to go up there. Speaking of dog vet, there is a dog right here sitting next to me that you can't see. You can see, I know you can't see his tail. So there's one dog right there. So dog vet's going to go there. And then we've got auto maintenance is going to go up in there as well. And then home maintenance is going to go in there as well. And let's just look through and see if there's anything else that needs to go in there. Dog food, garden, backup, improvement, one password, returns, firmware taxes, nothing there. Quality of life, health and wellness should probably go in there. I'd like to kind of have that, like my deductible in a sinking fund as well. I think that's about it. Yeah. So I just want to make sure that there's nothing in these available categories, because if there were, I would either have to clear them out or move them over towards towards into the emergency fund account. So since there's nothing in there, sorry, I was thinking about something else and my brain kind of froze. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know what I'd like eventually in here is $2,000. So we're going to change that to $2,000. And I think to start, I think what I like is fill up to have a balance. I'd like to have that at $1,000. And no due date at the moment. And I think we're going to start with them all at 1,000. Oops, that's not what I want. Custom. Have a balance of save target. And I'll eventually put like actual numbers in here. Like dates and stuff. Edit target. Oh, I know why this is that like that. So we're going to change this actually. I was using this for like actual like visits, which I guess will, no, we can't do that. So we're going to actually change this. This is just going to be a balance of $1,000 for now. Save target. Why did it not save? Oh, it's snoozed. That's why. Okay, that's fine. There we go. All right. So I think that is good to go. Yeah. All right. Do I have anything else? Let me look at my list. Yeah, I think we're good. We did that. Yeah, good there. We did some budgeting. You know what we should do? Let's do this. Sorry, let me get my mouse in the right place here. Let's put in a fake transaction. Which will not really be a fake transaction. So we're going to add a transaction, and this is going to be payment Jeep, and outflow is going to be $2,000. Save, and it drops it down to $1,200, $1,261.35, which is actually not correct. It's, I think I checked it last night, going through like the actual numbers. This is off by like $37. There's actually gonna be $1,298 left over. I guess it depends on the interest and what day you're looking at it and all that sort of stuff. But that's what we're looking at. So if I open up my payoff simulator, if I change this to $1,200 or $1,600 rather, $1,608.75, which is what I've been doing. You'll see that we are now at June. So yeah, we did it. Almost did it anyway. So, exciting stuff, really exciting stuff. So anyway, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Hope your budgets are going well. We will see you at the end of the month for the closeout video of the month. And yeah, remember, if you are a YNAB YouTube person and you're interested in collaborating, send me an email. I'll put the email here again for you. isuckatbudgeting@gmail.com. Thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. See ya.